So this is my trusty Galaxy S20 FE 5G, Snapdragon 865, 8GB of RAM. Plenty of phones have these kinds of specs, right? But unfortunately, almost all of them are limited to the phone's small display. Let me show you how quickly I can convert this phone into a desktop-like environment and expand its capabilities. And there you go. Now I can open my favorite browser, I can open YouTube, I can open OTT apps like Hotstar, I can open Lightroom to edit photos, I can open LumaFusion to edit videos, I can open word processing applications in split screen for some productivity. Heck, I can even plug in a game controller, kick back and play some games as well on the big screen. All the while my phone screen is available for other stuff. Now, I know some of you may say, meh, this is just Android. This doesn't matter, blah blah blah. Okay, how about I open Termux native distro and open desktop versions of Chromium, Firefox, VS Code, GIMP. Now what do you have to say? Can your phone do all this on an external monitor without any latency? Probably no, because smartphone manufacturers still mostly don't include display output over Type-C and big YouTubers still don't care to talk about it. The sad thing is my S20 FE 5G is now getting old. It is still very capable, but I'm having a hard time to switch from it. I have zero interest in newer FE phones because I'm not paying for shitty Exynos. Now there is only one other phone in the sub 30,000 rupees price range with a Snapdragon SoC that can do what I'm showing you, and that's the Moto Edge 50 Pro. Yes, most of you may not know this, because once again big YouTubers are not interested in demonstrating these useful features to the public for some reason. Moto is the only other brand with a proper DeX killer. It used to be known as Moto Ready For, but now it's known as Smart Connect. Moto Edge 50 Pro got some mixed to positive reviews, but this criminally underrated feature was never brought into the limelight. That's why I was really excited for the Moto Edge 60 Pro. I was expecting Moto to upgrade the battery and also the average Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 to something like the 7 Plus Gen 3 or even the 7 Plus Gen 2 would have been fine. Instead, Moto went with the MediaTek 8350, which is still kinda on par with the 7 Plus Gen 3, but I still prefer Snapdragon. I made a whole video explaining why I still prefer Snapdragon over MediaTek. You can check it out. Anyways, I was still fine with the MediaTek until I saw this. In a shocking downgrade that no big YouTube channel has covered, Moto downgraded the Type-C port on the Edge 60 Pro to USB 2.0 without display output. The Moto Edge 50 Pro had USB 3 with display output for external monitor Smart Connect feature. It surprisingly got removed from the Edge 60 Pro. I have no idea why a brand has to downgrade something in order to improve in some other aspect. Did anybody demand to get rid of the DisplayPort support on the Type-C port? I mean, come on, this doesn't even save much cost. All of these SoCs have multiple display output support by default. I mean, how else do you think these cheap Android TV boxes connect to external monitors? It is the same concept. Removing a couple of pins from the Type-C port doesn't even grant substantial cost savings. Instead, we lose a very useful feature. Android 16 and most likely with Android 17, we are going to be able to boot up ARM versions of other operating systems in a virtual machine by taking advantage of Android's AVF feature. Google themselves are bringing support for full Debian Linux with promised GPU acceleration with Android 16 official build. And most likely, we will also get an official desktop mode for Android by Android 17. Combining the two together, you can basically have your phone act as a laptop replacement because it already has so much performance. We are just wasting it by limiting ourselves to a small screen. These days, you can get a good 24-inch 1080p 120Hz IPS monitor from a well-known brand for under 6,000 rupees. A dock like this will cost you around 1,000 rupees and you can get a keyboard mouse combo for like 800 rupees. So spending around 8,000 rupees more will literally get you a very usable PC alternative that you can use to edit your Instagram photos, your reels, YouTube videos, gaming, etc. So I'm very disappointed with the omission of this very useful feature, and it's a shame that no one has called out Moto on this. The Edge 60 Pro could have been a unique phone with wired external monitor Smart Connect support, but now is just another budget Android phone. Along with this, Moto has also downgraded the low light capabilities of the main sensor by downgrading it from a very fast f1.4 aperture to a pretty mediocre f1.8 aperture on the main lens. Once again, God knows why. And this Edge 60 Pro, being a MediaTek device, also has a lower chance of getting a proper Gcam mod support. Edge 50 Pro, I think Edge 50 also had pretty good Gcam mod support. In fact, all the Motorola phones, Snapdragon phones that I've used in the past have had good, Gcam mod support. But this one, being a MediaTek device, probably won't get good Gcam mod support. Alright guys, won't stretch this video too long. I just wanted to express my disappointment because I was really waiting for the Moto Edge 60 Pro. The wired external monitor support with external desktop mode is a game-changing feature for those who have actually experienced it, and not having it is a deal breaker for me. That is why I will not be purchasing the Edge 60 Pro. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit like, share and subscribe, turn on notifications. A lot more content is on the way. Take care and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.